XRP Ripple investors, do we need to prepare for another lockdown in 2023? Let's talk about it. Hit the like button, subscribe for the latest news. Today, we're not doing a technical analysis and price prediction. It's very boring. We understand. Next week, we're going to see if Bitcoin decides to make a big move. And then from there, we will know where XRP Ripple price will head to. With that being said, let's start off with what's going on right now. So Jerome Powell spoke today, and this does not sound good at all, right? Just in. Fed Jerome Powell says inflation is still too high and warns more interest rate hikes are coming. This is not a good sign for America. Unemployment, guys, is going to rise. Why? Because we keep raising interest rates. Inflation is rising. This means a lot of these small businesses are going to suffer. And as a result, employees will suffer. They will be losing their jobs. We need to prepare for this. It's going to get very ugly. Look at right here, guys. The typical American household spent $709 more in July than they did 2 years ago to buy the same goods and services. Inflation keeps rising. The prices of food, of gas, of rent, it keeps rising, but the wages stay the same. What is this doing? It's making America more poor. The middle class is getting wrecked as we speak every single day. So we need to prepare. This is a warning to all XRP Ripple investors. I'm not here to scare you guys. I'm here to give you guys the information, and you guys can use it to your advantage. If we take a look in 1960, the average family income, $5,600, but the average cost of a house, $11,000. Well, in 2023, the average family income, $70,000, way more in 2023 than 1960. But the cost of an average house is $416,000. That is crazy. Do you see how America is becoming less desirable to live in? Food, gas, rent is so high that it's not even worth living in America anymore. On top of that, what's happening in October? Student loan repayment will continue in October. And as you guys know, there is $1.8 trillion in student debt. That's a lot of money that we will not be able to afford. Do you understand the majority of people that have to repay their student loan debt will not be able to repay this? Why? Because inflation keeps rising. Interest rates, we need more interest rate hikes, meaning it's going to get more expensive. Which means businesses are going to go out of business, and then employees, as a result, are going to get laid off. With that being said, you guys need to prepare because everything is gearing up for a major crash in 2023. The whole system is coming down, and you guys need to prepare. I'm not here to scare you, as I said. I'm here to give you guys the information. You guys need to share this with family, friends, because it looks like another lockdown is very imminent. There's rumors next month in September, we're going to start with masks. And then it's going to get into lockdowns towards the end of 2023. What happened, guys? Yesterday. Well, BRICS added 6 new members. Originally, it was Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Now it's Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE. So it looks like these oil-producing countries will no longer be using the petrodollar. Instead, they'll be using their local currencies or a new currency, maybe BRICS currency that will eventually be announced sometime. Do you see what is happening? The downfall of America. The U.S. economy is collapsing. because the US dollar has so much power, we're going to see all the other economies collapse as well. So things are about to get ugly, not only in America, but in the whole world. Why? Because everything is pointing towards a new world order, new agenda. Everything will be on the internet. CBDCs, blockchain technology, crypto. Cash will be non-existent. It'll be the digital dollar. Two completely different currencies. Wake up. And it starts with this. BRICS nation adding 6 new members officially on January 1st of 2024. They're going to get bigger. They're expanding. Do you see what's happening? They went from 5 countries to now 11 countries. Yes, America's economy is struggling, but do you understand? Russia, China's economy is also struggling. What happened? They had to pump $121 billion into the economy. China did. Why? Because they were struggling. And they still are struggling. What happened last week? Evergrande files for bankruptcy. Do you see the great collapse is happening before our very eyes? What must happen in order to fully transition? It must fully crash. Right? What happened to Russia? Russia's ruble is falling. So what are they doing now? Raising interest rates again. Not good. So the threat of another lockdown in America is probable. But this is going to be your last chance to enter these assets because they're going to come all the way back down. Gold, silver, crypto, the stock market, they're all going to come back all the way down. It's going to be your last chance. It's going to get very hectic. This is not financial advice. Right? What do we see here? Look at this article right here. It says lockdowns and face masks unequivocally cut spread of COVID. So now they're trying to say, yes, they're trying to introduce it and normalize it now. Yes, the mask, the lockdowns helped cut the spread of COVID. So they're trying to normalize it. So once they announce it, they have all the studies here that show, yes, we need this. You need to prepare, guys. It's about to get very ugly, but the people that are prepared and know what's coming, it's not going to be scary. It's not going to be ugly. It's going to be a great time because it's going to be your last chance to make generational wealth. You see what's going on in the East? The East right now is transitioning from the old to the new as we speak. Russia is going to launch their CBDC in 2024. China also in 2024. India in 2024. Brazil also in 2024. They announced this a couple weeks ago. So the East is transitioning because their main goal is to de-dollarize from the US. As a result, over time, the US dominance is going to weaken. In order for America to fight back and stay at number 1, they need to transition to the new financial system, which is blockchain technology, CBDCs, crypto. They're not going to tell you guys that. They're going to say, no, guys, keep your money in the banks because they don't want you to panic. This is not financial advice. You guys need to share this with family, friends, neighbors, because it's about to get crazy in 2023, towards the end of 2023. And heading into 2024, it's going to be completely different. Why? Because we're going to have a Bitcoin ETF in 2024. We're going to have the Bitcoin halving in 2024. China, Russia, India, Brazil are going to be launching their CBDC. It's going to be completely different. Do you see what's happening? A couple years ago, BlackRock said only criminals use Bitcoin. Well, now they're super bullish. They're trying to buy all the Bitcoins, and they applied for a Bitcoin ETF. We are transitioning, and America is blind. There probably is going to be another lockdown. That is my opinion. Why? So then they can blame something on why everything collapsed. They need a scapegoat. Remember, guys, in order to fully transition, it needs to fully collapse. With that being said, this is a message to all XRP Ripple investors. Just remember, in 1 to 2 years from now, it's going to be completely different. And that's why I tell you guys, please invest. Don't trade, because you will get wrecked. With that said, peace.